Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night, and we have another OP06 match here for you guys. We got my man Endeavor on the left-hand side, rocking out, of course, that Reiju, as well as myself on the right with that Charlotte Katakuri. Now, I will have to say right now, Katakuri is definitely a tier 1 deck. This deck is absolutely insane. The amount of things that this deck can do, as well as Reiju, not to be slept on in this format. I feel like a lot of people are kind of sleeping on this deck. Very, very good. It swarms. It's super good. But we are going to go ahead and see the double pudding coming for myself. Grabbing the 10 cost Big Mom off the first one, as well as the 7 cost off of my second one. Pretty insane. But guys, quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my seal product. And as of today, they just opened the Ultimate Deck 3 Brothers Bond pre-orders, which is super awesome. There's Ace, Sabo, and Luffy leaders in there, as well as the entire starter deck. And guys, if you don't know, the black and yellow Luffy is a tier 1 deck in OP07. So I really think everyone should kind of hop on this train. It's really good. So we did see the 2 cost Reiju coming out to play, using the ability here to -1 down and bring out the 4 cost Reiju, allowing him to draw 2 cards. Because he negged down, he was actually able to draw another card. So for 2 down, he drew 3 cards. Pretty insane. So we are going to see a 7k swing going into life. I am going to go ahead and leave it at the top. He does end up taking it, and then I drop the 3 cost Pero. Now I think for this matchup, it seems pretty favored actually Reiju, but I can't get super high rolling. I think if I high roll pretty hard, I definitely can win. But we do see the stage, man. That stage is absolutely insane. Grabbing pretty much any piece that he needs, and then we see a 5k swing. I'm going to go ahead and counter out of it. We see another 5k swing. I am going to go ahead and counter out of that one as well. And now we see the 4 cost Ichiji, allowing him to send it to the trash, -1 down, draw a card, and then swing 7k into life since it does have rush. No trigger on that ability there, on that top of that life, so nothing too crazy off the triggers. We've taken 2 life so far, and both life have had 0 trigger, which is actually quite surprising since this is, this deck. But going ahead and checking out my hand as well as the Dawn that I have, a bit awkward. I might just swing heavy here, or I might just go face. Let's see what I do end up doing. I have a Gadatsu. I have a reject in my hand as well. So we are going to go ahead and swing 6k into this 4 cost Reiju. He's going to counter out of it with a 2k. And now I am going to go ahead and attack 7k, checking him the top of my life, leaving it at the top. And I'm swinging into life here, and we see a trigger here, allowing him to just draw a card. And now we see reject to actually pop the 4 cost character. Unfortunately, I can't pop the Ichiji because he is a 7 cost. Your boy is thick. Stage ability here, pitching the 7 cost from hand, grabbing himself a 4 cost Reiju, and my man Endeavor has like a billion cards in his hand. It's absolutely insane. Like, dude is writing a book in his hand, throwing down the 4 cost EGG, -1 Dawn, using leader ability here, draw a card, throwing down the 7 cost, actually swinging into the Pero, using ability here to grab a cracker, just a 1k at this moment, and now we see a 7k swing going into life. I need to counter out of this. Do I? Maybe I don't, but I do end up doing so. I am going to go ahead and drop 3k counter, and then we see 8k swing. I do end up taking it, and then we pass the turn. Now, I am currently sitting at my, I believe, 8 Dawn turn. I think I did go second, if I believe I am correct. I should be at 8 Dawn right now, and yes, 8 Dawn. We see a 7k swing going into life, leaving it at the top there. I do apologize for the mat. It is a cloth mat, so it does get a bit slippery on these tables. He's going to go ahead and counter out of it, and now we see the 7 cost Big Mom, and instead of giving me a life, he actually takes a life. I do kind of agree with this, just because he does have 2 7k bodies in his hand. Yellow is known to have clunkiness in the deck, so if he's trying to go for game this turn, it's kind of the turn to do it. I don't think you can really wait much longer. So hey, why not? I completely understand this position. We do see a 7k swing here, and I have to counter out of this. I don't have much counter in my hand, so him swinging base 7 is kind of a godsend. Even though he was going to do it regardless with his Dawn spread, he kind of has to. And Endeavor must be feeling really safe here because he has so many cards in his hand. And so we see an easy 7k swing going to life, and I do end up taking it. And now we see the Kiku trigger. Yes, the 4/6 on KO, recover 1. That card's absolutely insane. But we are going to go ahead and swing 6k into life. Do I have a 2k counter? I actually don't know if I do. I might. And so the thing is, I know what my last life is, actually. I believe it's actually reject. So I'm debating here whether I want to take it or not. And so I actually do end up taking it. And now I have to decide, do I want to draw a card or not? And no, I just end up taking here. I thought to myself, if he has another Ichiji, I'm just donezo, man. So we see him tapping 1 to replace a stage within the stage, and he's actually searching for the Ichiji, and no, he gets the Sora instead. That's all he was missing, was that Ichiji. And now with 4 Dawn up, he throws down the Niji to go ahead and use its ability, minusing 1 Dawn, drawing a card, and then playing out the 5 cost to bounce the Kiku, and then passing turn with 1 up. And the worst part of it is he drew the 4 cost Ichiji when he actually used the leader ability. Pretty nuts. And now we see the reject coming here, allowing him to draw his life. And now this is just simple math, hoping he just doesn't have the counter even with 10 cards in his hand. The question is, can I get there? 7k swing going into life. This is going to require 2 cards. Yes, 2 cards. And now we see, I believe that is a 13k swing. And unfortunately, Endeavor does not get it. And I do end up taking this one. Pretty insane reject. Banned for a reason. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP06 content coming out soon. See ya!